The city was alive with light and laughter. Everywhere Amelia looked, there was something beautiful to see. She loved the cafes, the parks, and the energy of the city that never seemed to sleep. When she first moved here, she felt like she could conquer the world. She had her dreams, her ambitions, and most importantly, the love of her family. Amelia met Daniel at a local art gallery. He was charming, successful, and swept her off her feet. They were married within a year. Their picture-perfect wedding was everything Amelia had ever dreamed of. Soon, their son, Ethan, was born, and Amelia's heart overflowed with love. For a while, her life felt complete, but fate, it seemed, had other plans for Amelia. Slowly, subtly, the vibrant colors of her life began to fade. The city that was once a symbol of hope and opportunity now mirrored the growing emptiness within her. Little did she know, a storm was brewing on the horizon, threatening to shatter her world into a million pieces. The news of her parents' illness hit Amelia like a tidal wave. First, her father, a strong and jovial man, was diagnosed with a rare heart condition. Months later, her mother, the anchor of their family, received the devastating news of terminal cancer. Amelia found herself struggling to cope, her days consumed with hospital visits and the agonizing fear of losing both her parents. The inevitable came too soon. Within a year, Amelia lost both her parents. The pain was unbearable, a constant ache in her chest that threatened to consume her. She clung to Daniel and Ethan, their presence a lifeline in a sea of grief. But even their love couldn't erase the profound sense of loss that now shadowed Amelia's every step. Amelia felt utterly lost, adrift in a world that suddenly seemed cold and unforgiving. The city lights, once so dazzling, now seemed harsh and intrusive, a constant reminder of the happiness that felt so far away. She retreated inward, seeking solace in memories of happier times, but even those were tinged with the bitter sting of loss. As Amelia grappled with her grief, her marriage began to crumble. Daniel, unable to comprehend the depths of her sorrow, withdrew emotionally. Their once passionate relationship grew strained, their conversations filled with awkward silences and unspoken resentments. Amelia felt increasingly isolated, longing for the comfort and understanding that her husband seemed unable to provide. The birth of Ethan had brought them immense joy, but the demands of parenthood only widened the chasm between them. Daniel buried himself in work, using it as an escape from the pain and tension that permeated their home. Amelia poured her energy into caring for Ethan, finding solace in his innocent love, but yearning for a deeper connection with her husband. Then came the ultimate betrayal. Amelia discovered a series of messages on Daniel's phone, revealing an affair he had been hiding for months. The revelation shattered Amelia's already fragile world, leaving her feeling utterly betrayed and alone. The man she had loved, the father of her child, had broken her trust in the most profound way imaginable. The divorce was messy and painful. Amelia found herself a single mother, navigating the challenges of raising a child alone, while grappling with the emotional fallout of her shattered marriage. The city, once a symbol of hope, now felt like a suffocating reminder of her isolation. She moved through life in a daze, haunted by memories of happier times and a profound sense of loss. Friends and family tried to offer support, but their words felt hollow, unable to penetrate the wall of grief and anger that Amelia had built around herself. She threw herself into caring for Ethan, finding solace in his laughter and unconditional love. But at night, when the city lights cast long shadows across her empty apartment, despair threatened to engulf her. One particularly difficult evening, as Amelia struggled to fight back tears, a wrong number phone call changed everything. A man's voice, warm and kind, apologized for the mistake. Something in his tone, a gentle empathy, compelled Amelia to confide in him. She poured out her heart, sharing the pain and loneliness that had been consuming her. Little did she know this chance encounter would mark the beginning of an extraordinary journey of healing and love. Section 5. A Voice in the Dark. His name was Liam, and he lived thousands of miles away. He was a writer drawn to the quiet solitude of a small coastal town. Despite the distance and their vastly different lives, a connection sparked between Amelia and Liam that night. He listened patiently as she spoke, offering words of comfort and understanding that she hadn't realized how desperately she needed. Their phone calls became a nightly ritual. Amelia looked forward to their conversations, finding solace in Liam's gentle humor and insightful observations. He seemed to understand her pain, her fears, and her longing for connection in a way that no one else ever had. With Liam, Amelia felt safe to be vulnerable, to shed the mask of strength she wore for the world and simply be herself. Liam's own story unfolded gradually through their conversations. He spoke of his passion for writing, his love for the ocean, and his own experiences with loss and heartbreak. Amelia learned that he had lost his fiancée in a tragic accident years ago, a pain that he carried with quiet dignity. Their shared experiences, their mutual understanding of grief and resilience, forged a bond between them that transcended distance and circumstance. As weeks turned into months, Amelia and Liam's connection deepened. They shared their hopes, their dreams, and their fears. Liam encouraged Amelia to pursue her passion for photography, a dream she had abandoned after her parents' death. He saw the spark within her, the creativity and strength that she had forgotten she possessed. Their conversations were filled with laughter, shared secrets, and a growing sense of intimacy that surprised them both. They spoke of everything and nothing, finding comfort in the simple act of sharing their thoughts and feelings with someone who truly understood. Amelia found herself looking forward to their nightly calls, her heart skipping a beat at the sound of Liam's voice. Despite never having met in person, Amelia felt closer to Liam than she had ever felt to anyone, even Daniel. He saw past her pain, her vulnerability, and recognized the strong, resilient woman she truly was. With Liam, Amelia felt seen, heard, and cherished for who she truly was, flaws and all. Their relationship was unconventional, a love story unfolding through whispered words across thousands of miles. They exchanged photos, sharing glimpses into their daily lives. Amelia sent Liam pictures of Ethan's infectious smile, the vibrant colors of the city that was slowly regaining its luster in her eyes. Liam shared photographs of the rugged coastline he called home, the vast expanse of the ocean mirroring the boundless depths of their connection. The physical distance between them was a constant ache, a yearning to bridge the miles and experience the magic of their connection in person. They spoke of meeting one day, their voices filled with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The thought of finally seeing Liam, of looking into the eyes that had held her heart for so long, both thrilled and terrified Amelia. Yet despite the distance, their love continued to flourish, nurtured by shared dreams, unwavering support, and an unspoken understanding that transcended the physical realm. They had found something rare and precious, a love that defied logic and convention, a testament to the enduring power of human connection. Amelia's life was no longer cloaked in shadows. Liam's unwavering belief in her had rekindled her own inner strength. She was thriving as a single mother, her photography career blossoming and her heart overflowing with a love she had never thought possible. Ethan, too, had grown fond of Liam's voice, often asking when his telephone friend would come to visit. One day, Liam announced that he was coming to Amelia's city for a writers' conference. Amelia's heart soared at the thought of finally meeting him, of seeing his face after all this time. She imagined his smile, the warmth in his eyes, the way their hands would finally meet, bridging the distance that had both separated and united them for so long. The day of his arrival dawned bright and hopeful. Amelia stood at the arrival gate, her heart pounding in her chest, a single sunflower clutched in her hand. As passengers streamed through the gate, her eyes searched for a familiar face, a glimpse of the man who had stolen her heart without ever being physically present in her life. The crowd thinned and Amelia's stomach clenched with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Had she imagined their connection? What if the spark they shared through phone calls didn't translate to the real world? Just as doubt began to creep in, a voice, warm and familiar, washed over her. Amelia! She turned, and there he was, Liam. He was even more handsome than she had imagined, his eyes crinkling at the corners as a smile spread across his face. In that instant, all her fears melted away. The connection, the love they had built across miles, was just as real, just as powerful in person. As they embraced, the world around them faded away. It was as if they were the only two people in the bustling airport terminal. The years of longing, the uncertainty, the whispered promises exchanged across continents, it all culminated in this one perfect moment. Amelia knew, with a certainty that resonated deep within her soul, that their love story, born from betrayal and nurtured by hope, was just beginning. The city lights, once a symbol of her loneliness, now shimmered with the promise of a future filled with love, laughter, and the enduring strength of the human spirit.